design, develop.
Okay, let me just make sure. I think my audio is coming through. You guys just let me know if you can actually hear everything. Assassin and Lorenzo, thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate you. I'm gonna give it another minute or two. I'll kind of let some more people show up. I'll kind of let some more people show up. Very nice, man. Thank you for jumping in. Appreciate you. I'm just waiting a couple more minutes just to kind of let some more people hop in here. Hope you're doing well. I am. I've been doing very good, man. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just got back from a 3-day out of town vacation with wife Kane, and it was good. It was really good. I think it was exactly what we needed, just to kind of um, be able to hit the reset button and just come back to the week, or really just come back to the rest of the year nice and refreshed, because we haven't really taken a vacation like this in like 2-3 years. So we really needed it. And I know I've had some people, well, really just one person in the Discord server specifically mentioned that that I would need to, it would be beneficial for me to put together a video with some of the highlights from the stream. And yeah, that's exactly what I plan on doing. So that's so nice to hear. Yeah. And I appreciate you asking, man. Yeah. Cause I had that whole uh, hospital fiasco with my wife and my son that I'll get a little bit more into that here pretty soon. Again, like I said, I'm just kind of giving it a second, just kind of letting some more people show up if they care to, of course. But yeah, I'll give it a couple more minutes. um, have you been enjoying some games lately? Not really. I haven't really had a lot of time to uh, play a lot of stuff, to be perfectly honest. I played a little bit of Redfall uh, late last week before I left on my vacation out of town, just to kind of jump back into the game a little bit, but also just to kind of prep myself, because we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary of the game's launch, and there's a very good chance that they're going to drop some of the DLC pretty soon. At least one of the characters, maybe even both of the playable characters. Um, and on Steam DB, they've talked about, or not, they haven't talked about, but on the Steam DB page for Redfall, you can see updates that have been made to the game on the back end, and they mention a DLC for it, which is pretty interesting. So I was kind of jumping back into that just to kind of check on it and see what it's like now. Um, Other than that, I've played kind of Helldivers on and off. Um, so that's another one. Um, and then I just finished the uh, Fallout TV show over the weekend, and my wife actually was like, "Yeah, I'll watch it with you," which kind of surprised me, to be honest. I was like, "Oh wow, she's actually interested in watching this. That's really cool." So, and yeah, the Fallout TV show is just absolutely incredible. Um, Let me switch over to this scene here and see if the chat is going to pop up on the side because I'm not seeing it. Oh, okay, there it is. I did watch the first Fallout episode. It was great. Oh, it was so good. You got to watch the rest of the season, man. The rest of the season's awesome. But I have to finish all 100 something X-Men episodes. Oh, yeah, you're watching X-Men 97? That's cool. I heard X-Men 97 is really good. Okay, I wonder if I need to... I think I need to fix this. This doesn't look quite right. Fallout show was very good. Jaw dropped in the last 2 episodes. Dude, it was so good. I've never, you saw my tweet, Assassin. Like, I've never been happier with a video game adaptation than this one. Like, this is easily the best one. They had so much, they clearly had so much respect for the games and the material that it was based off of. And yeah, it was great. I loved every single thing about it. It was fantastic. Let's see, size. Do I need to, what is this size here? Is that the horizontal? Okay, yeah, that's exactly what that is. It's the horizontal size. Okay, so sorry, just making some adjustments here, guys. Just bear with me. Let's try that, huh? See how that works. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, the chat just looks really, I don't know, that looks kind of a little iffy there. I also don't know, how do I get it to stay up on the screen longer? Sorry, I'm experimenting with some stuff here that that I haven't really messed around with too much, as you guys will come to soon find out. Just see. Realm Arian, thanks you, or thanks you. Jesus, I can't speak English. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Yeah, still giving it a couple of minutes just to kind of wait for some more people to pop up, because I know the title of this stream is a little clickbaity, but whoa, and the chat's appearing upside down. That is a problem. Let's fix that, shall we? Transform. There we go. Did you hear Sony is internally discussing bringing Helldivers 2 to Xbox? I saw something about that briefly today. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but I mean, I certainly hope that's the case, that they're at least having those discussions. What are we playing today? We're not actually going to be playing any games today. I'm just going to be kind of having a one-on-one chat with all of you guys, just some what I would consider to be some very important developments with regard to the channel. That's what we're going to kind of take the time to discuss here in this stream. Yeah, so exactly. We're just going to kind of be chatting with each other, and I'm just going to chat with you guys, at least for right now, at least until my son wakes up from his nap. So this shouldn't take too long. I'm just sorry that it's taken so long to get the stream actually started, because I was running into some tech issues with that. So let me go ahead and close out of that there. I think I'll give it, what is it, 2:21? Yeah, it's almost been a full hour, so suppose I should probably get started here soon. How have you been? I've been good. I've been good. Appreciate you asking. Yeah, I had a 3 day out of town trip with my wife, and that was really good. Mission Reed, thank you for jumping in the chat. Let me guess, you're moving to the Watcher streaming service. I'm not sure exactly what that is. That joke's gonna fly right over my head. Sorry about that. But hey, thank you for jumping into the chat and in the stream. Appreciate you. Um, yeah, so I guess let me see here. If I can get this stuff figured out. Okay, so the first update that I want to take some time to talk with you guys about is, I would say, very, 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 very important for the future of the channel. And I don't want to really. I'm not much of a hype man, to be honest. I don't consider myself super over dramatic about things. But this is a big deal for me to take this step for the channel. So, hello, everyone. It's me. Hi. And yeah, this is big update number one. Is I've decided that I have reached a point mentally where I've reached a point mentally where I felt comfortable enough to do this. And also, I'm not getting any younger. I appreciate that, man. You look younger than I thought you would. Well, I'm going to be in my 30s pretty soon. So, yeah, the 3D realm. Yep. It's finally here, guys. This is me. This is not an elaborate or really belated April Fool's joke. This is my actual face. So, you look great. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. I knew you guys would be super supportive of this, and I just, I suffer from a little bit of social anxiety. That's one of the main reasons why I've held off on doing this for so long. There's that dashing mug again. Hey bud, how you doing? Um yeah, so yeah, my I'm kind of rambling a bit here, but my thought process with this face reveal was that number one, I'm not getting any younger. I'm going to be coming into my 30s pretty soon. So I'm getting much older. I wanted to at least have you guys see my face before I'm old and gray. Number two, like I mentioned, I just felt mentally comfortable enough to do it. I think I've started to kind of overcome some of my social anxieties with the webcam and just kind of showing my face. And I also just kind of felt like now was the time. There were a lot of stars that were aligning in my life that made me think that now would be a good time to do this. So yeah. But I appreciate you guys being so supportive, and I am going to I am most likely going to be putting together a video with this part here, just for anybody who can't catch the stream right now. Just kind of talking about my reasoning behind this. So this is the really big major update for the channel. As far as my actual face goes, I have not 100% committed to anything as far as videos go. So what that means is that you should not expect to see this in every single video that I post to the channel. You should expect to see this on every live stream that I do on the channel, because I just feel like that's going to be better for my interaction with with you guys as a community. And plus you get to see my reactions to like stupid shit that happens when we're playing games together, So, and I've thought a lot about that too. Like now that I'm actually kind of showing my face, maybe potentially doing some reaction content. I know that reaction content is it's such a saturated market, especially on YouTube and all the social media stuff. But that is something that I might look into. But yeah, for the face cam, you should, for the foreseeable future, expect it mostly in the live streams. In videos, it might be a little bit different. I might have some videos where I will continue to use the cartoon guy. um, I have some videos where I might actually show my face. I've thought about a couple of different videos where I might potentially have the opportunity to do that. Um, and that's so great. Happy for you to overcome some of your anxieties. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love you guys. I love you guys. So thank y'all. That's a crappy heart. Here, there we go. See? Yeah. um, but yeah, so that's one thing. Another update, and this is actually something that me and my wife discussed over the weekend, is the idea that we want to be able to give each other the time to pursue our interests and our hobbies. And this for me is my hobby. You know, I want to be able to do this more often. Hit the like button. Appreciate you, Red. Thank you for stopping by, man. Um, and sorry, I'm losing my place here. um, yeah, we were discussing how um, I would actually like to set up a more regular schedule for the channel in terms of being able to work on videos and also more frequent live streams. So, to that end, this week, you guys should expect um, kind of a bit of a test run. So, I'm going to plan on doing live streams. We're going to try it for this first week and just kind of see how it goes. We might have to kind of tinker with it and move the schedule around a little bit, but um my plan is to be live streaming Monday and Wednesday. So you're going to get 2 live streams from me at least this week. And that's probably going to run from about 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. my time. So it's going to be about 2 hours in length. And I just want to be able to do that more regularly. And I want to have more of a chance to work on videos and be able to interact with you guys a little bit more, especially now that I'm doing this, which is a big step. Um, and yeah, it's just, I think this is going to be good for the health of the channel. It's going to be good for me, I think, to kind of put more of my time and resources into it. My wife and I discussed it that our son is getting a lot older and he's becoming a lot more independent. And so we don't necessarily have to be around him 24/7 like we have been for the past few years. So this, I think, is going to be beneficial for the channel as a whole. Um, and yeah, and one other thing I should actually mention, because I've got 2 members of the Renegade Realm podcast here. I've got Red Wolf Renegade and I've got Assassin Entertainment. Great guys, by the way. Love you guys. Thank you all for supporting me through this process. Um, and maybe this is going to offend some of my community, maybe not, but I might as well come out and say it. I actually showed my face for the first time on the Renegade Realm podcast about 2-3 weeks ago, maybe. I can find the episode and I can probably just post it in the Discord server for anyone who's curious. But um, I felt like doing it there first and then doing it here on the channel with all of you guys once I had kind of, I felt like that was kind of a good litmus test. Kind of doing the face reveal on the podcast was a good litmus test for me to kind of, you know, test the waters a little bit, see what everybody's reaction was going to be. And everybody has been nothing but supportive about me doing this, taking this major step. And it's meant a lot to me, and I appreciate you guys being so supportive. And again, I'm sorry that I didn't show my face to you guys first. But I did it a little bit out of order. It's I basically, I'm not trying to make this like a super dramatic thing. I think that was part of the problem, part of the issue with why I waited so long to do this is because I was treating it like a big deal in my head, like, oh, so much is going to change when I reveal my face and this and that, yada yada yada. But really, it's like there's not really a whole lot that's going to change. It's just going to be more transparency with all of you because you can actually see me, um, which is something new. So not a problem at all. Appreciate you. So yeah, that's kind of the big update for the channel, guys. So that's pretty much it. Um, we can kind of take a little bit of time. It's 2:30. We can take maybe a couple more minutes just to kind of chat about whatever you guys would like to talk to me about, because you can actually see me talking about it and see my reactions to it. So I'm actually gonna take this off, and my hair is a total mess, but um no problem. You shouldn't be worried at all. You know how great everyone is in your community. Yeah, I have such an amazing community of people on the channel. I guess I don't know. Sometimes I am a little scared about how people are going to react to certain things, certain pieces of news. So, um, but yeah. So this, I'm sure this was probably a surprise to many of you. Um, but yeah. So I'm going to be showing my face more often. This is the big face reveal, quote unquote, big. Um, and then I'm also going to be trying to live stream more often per week, and just try and do my best to try and be more involved with you guys and more involved with the channel to the best of my ability. So, um, finally seeing that masterpiece behind you. Wait, hold on. Let me figure this out. This one right here. Yeah, this that was from someone who used to be a friend of mine. Is really, we're no longer in contact, but they sent me this piece of artwork, which is just incredible, and I've been meaning to get it framed for years. And for those of you who don't know, that's actually the oh god, what is it called? I'm forgetting already. Um, oh, the one from my nephew. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's this guy right here. My piece of fan art, my very first piece of fan art, which is super cool. Yeah, Shindere Peak. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's Shindere Peak from Karnaka in Dishonored 2. I got that artwork from a friend of mine. So, um, do you ever play tabletop RPGs? I ran a campaign with the Dishonored one, and it was a lot of fun. I don't actually. I don't really have a group of friends locally that I play tabletop RPGs with. I don't really have a big group of local friends, to be perfectly honest. Um, so yeah, that's the answer to that question. I heard the Dishonored one is really cool, though. I would be curious to kind of check that out at some point in the future. I don't know when that'll be, but we'll see. Um, it's a lot of fun. They translate all the powers and chaos system really well to pen and paper. Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, I've got those two pieces of artwork, and oh god, got to figure out my thing here with the hands. Um, and I'm gonna kind of, this setup that I have here, by the way, is still very much a work in progress. I need to get more of the black panels up. I need to put up more artwork. I want to put up some shelving and kind of like display some really cool stuff. Like now that I'm on webcam, I can finally show this guy that he's got a little dust on him there. I'll have to kind of brush that off, but yeah, I've got this guy right here that is kind of, had this guy for years, and this is still my favorite piece of. This is like my favorite geek item that I have is the mask, the assassin's mask from Dishonored 2 specifically. So, and I've got a couple of other things here. I have this little, I have this little Emily Caldwin plush that I got, so that's pretty cool there. Um, let's see, what else do I have? I've got the whoops, if I can kind of get that set back up again there. I've got the pop figurines. I didn't manage to get all of them, but I got the ones that I felt were the most important. So I've got that one right there. You guys can kind of see that. Got Emily, and then I also have, if I can get these guys out properly, got this guy right here, the outsider with those jet black eyes. And then I also have, got Corvo. So yeah, I've got a couple of pieces of geek memorabilia, Arcane Studios memorabilia, I should say, and I've got a couple of other ones here just kind of sitting on my desk as well, and some other ones that are in storage. But here's another one here. I got this, and this is like I have the actual PlayStation game in like a separate little um in a separate case, but I had to get the steel book here. So awesome collection. Thank you. Appreciate that. Um Anything you've planned for the future streams, new games? Well, definitely um I want to try and make it more of a priority to stream some more immersive sim games. So like I've been asked by multiple people in the Discord server, like, you should stream Weird West. And yes, I do plan on streaming Weird West at some point in the future. I would like to probably stream I got it on the summer sale on Steam, the System Shock remake. I want to try and stream that as well. Um, but yeah, nothing really concrete, super concrete planned as far as like what games I'm going to be playing. Depending on when they decide to drop the DLC for Redfall, I'll probably be making a video on that, maybe even live streaming the characters that they release if I can. Um, and Yeah, so just gonna kind of plan on doing that as well. Will you be branching out of making content about Arcane Studios like you did with Alan Wake 2 and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? Definitely, definitely. My Alan Wake 2 video, I still need to actually release that. I haven't finished writing the script. I still have to finish writing that. Um, and there's also part of me has an idea for like a pretty interesting sketch or a skit that I could do with now that I have the webcam. And I see Veldon just jumped in. Hey man, hope you're doing good. So hi, this is me. So this is my face. Um, but Yeah, no, I am definitely going to branch out. Obviously, the focus is still going to be primarily Arcane and whatever they've got going on, and also just kind of Bethesda in general, because we got Indiana Jones coming out this year, which I'm super excited about. Can't wait to play that. And I'm also probably going to be jumping back into the Fallout games here soon, because after watching the show, man, oh god, it was so good. Just like I have that. I absolutely knew that like once I finished the show, I was going to have that itch to like try and um play the Fallout games again, and that's definitely what I plan on doing. So um and maybe I'll even live stream those too, who knows. I'm going to need to there's a couple of games that really I need to finish streaming. We never finished Amnesia the Bunker. I did that one stream that was like 3 to 4 hours long, and I don't even think we got halfway through that game. So I still definitely need to finish that as well. Um, have you ever talked about what Isle of the Empire you would want a third game to take place in? I would like to hear your thoughts. Tivia. I've always, for years now, I've said that if we're going to get a Dishonored 3, they need to set it in Tivia, especially when you consider the connections to Deathloop, and that the army of the motherland in Deathloop is pretty much the Tivian army, if you kind of connect the dots a little bit. Definitely Tivia, because Tivia is very kind of in the lore of Dishonored. It's seemingly very inspired by Russia and China, some of the more eastern countries, at least eastern compared to where I'm at, because I'm in the United States. But I would love to see that, and also just kind of I think about some of the cool ideas they could do with that. Like I think about how they had the Dust District mission in Dishonored 2, where periodically you have those dust storms that blow through and they obscure your vision, but they also obscure the guard's vision. And I think about a version of that mission in Tivia, but instead of dust, it's like a blizzard. And you have like a snowy assassination mission. Like, I don't know. I'm just a sucker for snow levels in games, I guess. But um, yeah, that is where I would like to see them do the next Dishonored or Deathloop game. And also, now that I'm showing my face, I should mention that I'm also going to be working very soon on putting out my, because I've actually seen the Golden Loop ending now for Deathloop. I'm going to very soon, I'm going to try and put out my theory video about what I think Dishonored 3 is ultimately going to look like and what I think that game is actually going to end up being. And then also maybe a separate video about like things that I would like to see from Dishonored 3. Um, did you see the trinkets that are being officially sold by Bethesda? It looks so cool. I did not. That's news to me. I'm going to actually. Is that on the Bethesda store that they're selling those? Is that like a brand new item? Okay, I guess do that. Our catalog. Oh, come on. Let's see. Shop by game. Here we go. Let's. Oh, did they not even have Dishonored stuff now? Let's type it in the search bar. Okay, so they do have the replica coins, the Empress coins, which I would really like to get that. It's out of stock though. So only 5,000 worldwide. Jeez. Did they actually already sell out? Oh, man, if they did, that I would be so upset. That's man. I really would like to get more Arcane Studios collectibles and just decorate my space with it. Veldin, by the way, if you're still here, man, I am like just I've never been more jealous of a collection than I have been with yours. You're like not even just like Arcane in general. You have like a very particular focus on Prey and the collectibles of that game, and just dude, I can't get over how massive that collection is. You posted that Twitter thread and I was like, holy shit. That's a lot. Um let's see. Jumped back into Fallout 4, really seeing it in a new light. You should live stream Indiana Jones and the Great Circle later this year. Yeah, well, I want to make a video. If I can do a live stream, I will. Like I'm not going to be shifting my focus entirely to live streams on the channel, just to make that clear to everybody. But I want to do them more regularly because right now I've been only able to do live streams every few months. So I want to be able to do them more regularly, but I also want to have more time regularly to work on videos, work on scripts, work on ideas for the channel and for future stuff, you know? So I'm always looking forward, never looking back essentially. Um but yeah, and I am going to jump into Fallout 4 after the next gen update comes out. And I think now that it's been like close to 9 years since the game has come out, I think people have softened on it a little bit, and especially with how divisive Starfield has been, which I still haven't finished Starfield either. I feel bad saying that, but I just have felt no desire or pull to go and play that game. At least not right now. Maybe after they drop the first DLC, um, but yeah, I think Fallout 4 is a game that people are looking back on a lot more fondly, especially after Starfield, and now especially after the TV show. People are looking back on it with more kind of appreciation, I would say. I am on my first playthrough too. Started the first Fallout yesterday. Yeah. I've never played the originals, so I'd like to play the originals at some point too. So yeah, that prison stuff in the Corroded Man was tight. Yeah, see, like Corroded Man was all about Tivia, essentially. Like Tivia was a huge part of that story, and I feel like there's an opportunity for them to really expand that and build on it in a potential third game. If we get Tivia, the guards better be able to see our footsteps in the snow. See, now that's a great idea. I love that because that would be awesome for stealth gameplay, and that's awesome. I love that. Finally, I've been itching for those theory videos about D3. Yeah, I know it's taken a while, and I just haven't had the time or the energy really to focus on writing, actually putting my idea and my theory down on paper, writing it down. Because I've been trying to work on so many other things, and I put out that Suicide Squad video. It's now been almost a full month since I put out that last video. So that's another thing I need to work on is I really want to try and work on putting out more consistent stuff. And if I have at least 2 days in the week set aside where I can actually devote some time to the channel, whether it's working on a video or doing a live stream and getting to interact with you guys. That's definitely something that I really want to try and take advantage of, as long as the door is open for me. So yeah, Veldon's collection is insane. It is insane. I don't know if he's still here or not, but he's got a great collection. So, but yeah, I'll probably get ready to wrap it up here in a couple minutes, guys. But any other questions that you guys got for me, or anything that you guys just want to talk about in the meantime? Again, I never planned for this to go super long, this live stream. I just kind of wanted to update everybody about what's going on with this and with the future of the channel, at least for the foreseeable future. So Valentine, thank you for jumping in the chat. Hey guys, I won't be able to stay with you tonight. Do you plan on making the stream a VOD? I do. Yeah, I plan on cutting this down to the most important parts, which is kind of me talking about the updates for the channel and doing the big face reveal. Yeah, so I do plan on turning this into a VOD, and trying to do a more bite-sized version, just for, I keep hitting this thing, just for people who aren't able to like watch the whole stream, or who are able to catch it. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. So, but yeah, like I said, any other questions you guys got for me before I go ahead and just call it quits for right now and do all that? Great, we'll catch up on what I missed. Oh yeah, no worries, man. And appreciate you stopping by the stream. Appreciate all of you guys for being here and just being so incredibly supportive of me. And I've obviously been through a lot, especially over the last couple of weeks. My wife was in the hospital, and my son had a pretty severe ear infection that he's now, for the most part, recovered from. And my wife is doing much better as well. And I know some of you have asked about that, and I really appreciate you guys being so concerned. But yeah, everybody's doing fine. It was just a very kind of scary situation to be in, very stressful situation as well. And I just, I'm sorry that I haven't been able to give you guys more attention than I feel like you deserve. You guys deserve a lot more attention from me. The channel, I think, deserves a lot more attention from me. I just don't think I've ever been able to figure out how to kind of work around my personal life with the schedule and whatnot. But I think after this conversation that my wife and I had this weekend, I feel a lot better about what I can do with the channel, how much more effort and time that I can put into it, and how much more interactive that I can be with you guys. So, anybody else have any sort of questions before I kind of wrap things up here? I'm still keeping an eye on the chat here, guys. So definitely don't be shy to ask a couple of questions. So I'm I'm an open book. So it's all good, man. Balancing time and multiple things has always been tough for me, so I know the struggle. Yeah, it is tough. There's so much that you want to do, and there's just not enough time in the day to do it, It's rough. Could be worse though. It could always be worse. So, let's see here. No other questions. Just glad you're growing as a content creator and as a person. Proud of you, man. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Seriously, that means a lot coming from you, man. That's because I always enjoy our conversations, and yeah, just appreciate it. Sorry, Realm, gotta go now. Excited for the future. Oh yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you. And Valentine as well, especially with wife and kid. Yeah, yeah. With a wife and kid in the picture, it makes it more difficult to kind of focus on YouTube and focus on live streams and whatnot. But yeah, I'll go ahead and just call it quits here, and I'll try and start working on a more short form version of this stream and try to chop it down to the most important pieces. But yeah, I appreciate all of you who stopped by for this, what I would consider very important update about the channel and where we can go from here, which is only up. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you next time, which will probably be tomorrow, actually. Yeah, because today's Sunday, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Monday. So tomorrow, probably between 7 to 9 p.m. General Mountain Time US is when I'll be doing another live stream, and we can actually play a game then and we can talk. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, I just love you guys. Thank you for being so supportive. So bye, guys.